Final Destination, Bloodlines, is already playing on fans' worst nightmares with its killer marketing campaign. As the release date for Final Destination, Bloodlines draws near, the film is already making waves with a marketing campaign that's as nerve-wracking as the franchise's most iconic death scenes. Set to hit theaters on May 16th, the sixth installment in the Final Destination franchise isn't just bringing its signature suspense and gore, it's creating a frenzy long before the opening credits roll. The latest chapter in the series is set to take fans back to the terrifying world of cheating death, a concept that's kept audiences on the edge of their seats for over 2 decades. But this time, the horror is going beyond what we've seen before. Instead of the classic masked killers like Michael Myers or Freddy Krueger, Final Destination's primary antagonist is the inescapable force of death itself, striking in the most ordinary of circumstances, from freak car accidents to the dreaded, seemingly harmless escalator. And Bloodlines is dialing up the stakes by focusing on a family determined to defy fate. But, in the world of Final Destination, defying death always comes at a bloody cost. For those who already find themselves paranoid about mundane tasks like crossing the street or using power tools, Final Destination has always played on our deepest, most irrational fears. And now, with Bloodlines, the marketing is doubling down on these fears with a chilling mix of dark humor and gruesome suspense. The most striking example of this sinister marketing approach came when fans took to social media to react to a billboard for Bloodlines. Designed to look as though workers were in the process of setting up the advertising, the image takes an incredibly Final Destination-esque twist. One of the workers appears to have suffered a fatal accident. It's an eerie scene, with the worker hanging lifeless in the background, sending a clear message that this film doesn't shy away from tragedy. The kicker? The workers are actually dummies, but the message was crystal clear. Death lurks even in the most innocuous moments. As one fan joked on X, formerly Twitter, nothing like a Final Destination billboard to remind you you're one loose screw away from doom. It's a statement that cuts to the heart of what makes this series so unnerving. The idea that any moment could be your last, and it could happen in the blink of an eye. But that's not the only thing that's shaking fans. Bloodlines is taking some inspiration from one of the most infamous scenes in Final Destination 2, the log truck disaster that became an instant classic in horror cinema. The film's latest marketing stunt has escalated this fear to a whole new level. Real-life log trucks have been spotted driving down highways, now emblazoned with Final Destination, Bloodlines billboards. It's a chilling callback to the 2003 film's iconic sequence, and fans are already sounding off on social media about the terrifying reminder. Not them playing around with our trauma, one TikTok user commented on a video showing the log truck driving down a highway. And it's hard not to agree. These real-life death trap trucks, now coupled with the Bloodlines logo, are blurring the line between movie and reality. As one fan wrote, "I'm never driving behind one of these trucks again." And you can't blame them. The idea of a seemingly ordinary vehicle turning into a harbinger of death is exactly the kind of unsettling feeling that Final Destination is so good at invoking. Of course, it wouldn't be a Final Destination movie without a bit of dark humor, and the marketing team has nailed it. The bizarrely relatable scenarios, combined with the horrific consequences, are almost impossible to look away from. Whether it's a runaway bus, a deadly pile of logs, or an escalator malfunction, the franchise's clever use of ordinary objects as instruments of destruction is one of the things that makes it so iconic. And with Bloodlines, the campaign is ramping up these fears, ensuring that fans will be on high alert every time they step outside. It's not just the billboards and log trucks, though. The creative minds behind Bloodlines have gone all in when it comes to building tension and adding layers of authenticity to the horror. The film's directors, Zach Lipovsky and Adam Stein, are no strangers to pushing boundaries in the genre. In fact, before they even officially landed the job, they were already pulling stunts that would make even the most seasoned filmmakers double take. During their interview for the director's position at New Line Cinema, Lipovsky and Stein took things to the next level by faking their own death scenes. Using a mix of clever editing and top-tier VFX, they staged a series of over-the-top death sequences during the interview process. And it worked. Not only did they land the job, but they also gave the producers and execs a taste of the type of high